What's up, YouTube? Double R here, RC Richie. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, talking about another DJ crawler haul. I love these rims so much. I went out to the website and saw that they were available in bronze. These are the original color that I wanted to get, were the bronze ones. But I found the silver polish, whatever you want to call them. Those are on Amazon. But one thing that I want to say and I want to share, when I went into the DJ Crawler website, they have different size tires on there and stuff, but I came across two different, it's like a different line of tires that they have. They seem to be calling them the Recons. And one thing that enticed me about these tires, man, the first thing that I said in the heading was butyl rubber. And if you know what that is, that's pretty sticky type rubber, you know, like a rubber compound. So I said, you know what? Let's try them. But not to mention, I've never seen tires this cheap. $8 for all four. So I said, you know what? We got to get them. So the only two sizes that they offered was a 1.3 and a 58 by 24 millimeter. I've never even heard of that size for a 1.3, so that's pretty cool. So we definitely had to grab those. And then the other size was a 55 by 22. So right away, guys, I gotta say, as soon as you open up this package, man, the smell of rubber is so strong. These things smell so good. Take a whiff. It almost smells like when somebody's lighting up the tires, like burnt rubber. But yeah, I gotta say, man, very soft. Reinforced sidewall protection. Comes with a black foam. Seems pretty thin. But yeah, we're going to mount these on these 1.3 wheels and we're going to give them a test. I think my plan is I want to mount them on here and then we want to give them a test on Destro. Even though I absolutely love this tire. Definitely recommend this tire. This is a 58 by 24 and these are called Swamp Stompers by Endura. This got to be one of my stickiest tires that I have. I love the Endura tires. They run the S5 compound. And one thing I note about them is give them a quick little clean and the stickiness comes right back. So we're going to definitely throw it on here. And then because of the size, I want to see how they fit also on blade on my SEX24 XL chassis. And we'll see how they fit. But yeah, let's get cracking. Hopefully, definitely I could do this. Won't have to be doing any trimming with these tires because it's a 1.3. And normally in the past, I've always fitted a 1.0 tire on a 1.3 rim. So yeah, we're gonna see how these look. All right, so stay tuned. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the name of these are called, but like I said, these are the 1.3s. It said rainforest mud terrain. So I'm not sure if that's what they're called. But supposedly if they're grippy enough to be in the rainforest, hey. I wish I could crawl in the rainforest. And then this is your 55 by 22. And this one, I'm trying to remember what was the name on this one. I'm not sure exactly, but you can see the tread pattern on that one. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But yep, let's get these mounted up. Houston, we have a problem. This size of this tire on the website says 1.33. So I don't know if the 3, the extra, Made it a little bit too big, but as you can see, this wall is too big. And definitely not going to fit. It's almost just pushing right through. I don't know if another wheel, you can hear the disappointment in my voice. I don't know if another wheel is going to be able to fit and grab that lip right there. So I'm going to definitely have to try some other 1.3s. If not, I don't know. We might have to try something different. Like I said, I'm not worried about. I paid $8 for these. It's just a shame that I just can't even try them out right now. But we do have these other set over here. And hopefully I don't have any issues with that one. So I'm definitely going to have to mount that one up. And see how this beautiful rubber does. Alright. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, that small 55 is not going to work either. Because I'm not willing to cut the bead right now to put on a 1.3. So right now we're going to scrap trying out these butyl tires. Butyl rubber. What we are going to try out from the first DJ Crawler haul. I had got 2 sets of tires that time. And I still didn't try out these. So these are a 60 by 22. And I forget the name of these as well. I think these are called Dragon Mud Terrains, maybe? Dragon Mud Claw, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, let's throw these bad boys on. Hopefully won't have to trim out these. But if I do, I'm willing to trim these and not the other ones because this is a bigger tire. Okay, got it done. So I went with the DJ Crawler 60 by 22s. And I gotta say, we definitely probably gonna need some silicones for these. We'll see how she runs. But it feels a little too soft. This is all the rubber that came off of them tires after the trimming. And being as though we're around the 55 size, I'm sorry, these are 60 22s. So we're just going to go up a little bit in size. And we're going to try them on Destro. Destro is running a 58 by 24. So hopefully we'll gain some height. But hopefully take away some of the scrub radius by having a 22. So let me get these all fitted and see how it looks. Okay, there we go. Man. When I first saw these wheels, I absolutely fell in love with the look of them. And I still love them. Especially this color. Man, these things look like... I love these materials. But these are sharp. It's just something about them. But yeah, we're gonna possibly rub. One thing to note, because I'm running the RC all-wheel drive portal covers, the previous tire would rub on here. So we had to get hex extensions. So I'm currently still running a hex extension. But because this tire is a little small, I'm gonna see how she runs. And then possibly we can take that off and get even less scrub radius. But we're going to see how it does. But yeah, I think that looks good. I definitely have my suspension lowered. I have shock keys on here. And I'm also running banded. And this is the K80. Excuse me. This is an extended K5. I have LC80 rear links. If you haven't seen my previous videos, she is definitely a lot more composed now. Climbs better. It's definitely a good upgrade. Alright, let's get over to Mount Richmore. Okay, here we go. Destro. We at Mount Richmore. We got the DJ Crawler 1.3s. with DJ Crawler 60 by 22s. Yep, definitely getting some rubbing. Take this as slow as I can, see how the grip is. And you can see how much squish we're getting on these tires. We're gonna definitely, I have silicones in the tires that just came off of this. So if we like this combination, we definitely, yeah, look at that. We're almost sitting on rim. That's not good. This is a heavy vehicle. So maybe a different, lighter vehicle. But I knew right away that these foams are gonna be too soft. Yeah, look at that. And that's taken away from the grip. Yeah, look at that. That thing is almost about to pop out. Yeah, not good. So we'll need to revisit this. But I just wanted to see how it is real quick. They seem pretty sticky and grippy though. See how she does up this A-frame. Yep. Yep, definitely sticky. But we're gonna have to address this. Let's take it on up Humpback Mountain real quick. Take it over the wood. Yep, went right over that, no problem. Okay, change of plans. We got to change the model. We got to take them off of Destro. Destro was running too heavy, but not to mention we was running these white foams. So I took these out, and I had some other foams that was laying around, which was actually a thicker foam. So we put that in here. Still pretty soft. One thing I got to say about these tires, this compound, man, it feels so soft and grippy. It feels so good. But yep, do it on this one because now we can slow crawl even slower. So I definitely want to test it out and see if these foams are going to be enough. But if not, we definitely going to have to get some silicones for it. All right, let's get over to Mount Richmore. Okay, Mount Richmore. We got Furiosa FX 118. And we testing out these new tires from DJ Crawlers. 60 by 22s. We're going to take it up this hardest line that I have here, the A-frame. Let me fix my dual rate real quick. A little too jumpy. Walk right up that. Definitely seeing the tire squish. See how they doing this. Definitely holding up a lot better than the white ones. Love these wheels. This little area is pretty tough. You always got to find the right lines. But you see how slow I'm going. Yeah, these tires are nice. I may have to get another set. Still a good size without being too big. From what I learned now was, you know, the big tires are sometimes a little bit too big. But a 60 millimeter, 62, kind of no bigger than a 64 if you have to go, depending on the build. But these are 60 by 22s and they look pretty good on here. Definitely brought the ride height down a little lower. Let's take it over to Bedrock Bay. See how it does on the rock. The foams I put in here are holding up pretty good though, considering. We may still address it down in the future, but let's see how easy it bites on this. Bottom rock is the one that always has problems with, and that shit just walk right up it. Right while I'm talking. Like that. Usually a couple spins. There we go. Yeah, these tires are pretty good. And you can see all the debris, dust that I'm getting on here, paint dust, foam dust. But I already wiped them off once and they got sticky again. See, that's good right there. A lot of the cars, every time I would like to hit this line, front wheel will always like to slide off right there because that's plastic covered. So yeah, overall I'm very impressed with these tires. Unfortunately, the other videos that I showed you in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do with those, the 1.3s with the butyl rubber. They feel super grippy. I can still utilize the other smaller set, the 55. But those 1.3s, man, I don't know. It's just that bead. The bead is very big and wide. I was messing with them a little bit more, but it's just not holding the bead. Maybe a different 1.3 wheel. But I have to play around with them. If not, I may be sending them an email. Now let's take this sharp turn to the top. But yeah, I love the look of these tires too. They're pretty scale looking. Doesn't have all the crazy lugs sticking out. Still may want a stiffer foam in here. And this is another hard line all the way to the far left over here. Let's see how easy we can catch it. Yo, these tires are awesome. I thought the pins were pretty good. I have two sets of pins. I have yet to try the ones in 60 millimeters, but I have the 72 millimeters. The pins, you know, everybody raves about the pins as well. Kind of like the Klingons. But one thing I do find about the pins, or any kind of tire for that matter, that is very shallow depth, I should say, with the lugs, they're going to tend to get a lot dustier. So you're going to definitely have to clean them off more. So with that being said, the pins are like that. So I find the pins, they get dusty and they start to get a little slippery. I clean them right up and they come back right back. But I just noticed the lower profiled lug tires tend to get dustier versus the higher lug ones. But the ones to me that are lower are grippier, if that makes sense. I'm sure the other ones would do well for more trail runs, going through your mud, stuff like that. But when it comes to rock surfaces, I feel the lower the depth of the tread of the lug is what's going to make it grip to the surface better, my opinion. All right, we're gonna take it on down serpentine and back on up A-frame one more time. This Fury Tech is very, very jumpy. That's why I tend to turn down the dual rate. Kind of takes that away. But don't forget, when you do that, you're kind of taking away some of your KVs. So yeah, it just walks right up there with no problem. Head on over to Volcano. Mess that line up. You can see the tire squishing there. Let's see if we can hit this hard left. Let's see what the tire does. Yeah, see before with that white foam, it was damn near popping out the rim. It's doing better. I definitely feel this could still benefit for some silicones, especially for the weighted rigs. Heavier ones, hard bodied. But in general, it's just a softer compound. So I feel like the softer compound tires also benefit from the silicone. Kind of like your black labels. Come on, focus. But all right, we're going to end the video there. Going to see exactly what clips I put in here. But yeah, this is basically a final review of this tire. Even though we started out with the other tires. But yeah, overall I gotta say, man, these tires are pretty good. And you can definitely find these right now. Even if you don't go to a DJ Crawler website, you can find these on Amazon right now. I believe they may be 12 bucks. I may pull the trigger and get another set. But yeah, man, look at these wheels. They're not even complete right now. They're missing the center caps. And I even put the valve stems in there. Also, these wheels on the website, you can find them there too. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all for commenting. All right, catch you on the next one.